Welcome back. This is Trisha Jakhani, and today I'm back with another tutorial on advanced charts used in Excel. And today I'm going to take you through the two important advanced charts, and that is the area chart and the combo chart. The combo chart is also known as the combination chart in Excel. We will start with the area chart and see when and where to use it and how simple it is to actually create an area chart. An area chart is similar to the line chart, or I can also say that it is actually a line chart, but the areas are divided with the line, and then there are colors given to each of that areas which are created through a line. Area chart is used to show trend over a time, just like the line chart. So, like I said, it's actually a line chart, just the colors are filled into it. Now, where will I use the area chart? The area chart is first used to show the trend, but mostly the area charts are used where you have a region or a country or a state. So you're basically trying to show different locations of data. For example, the example sheet that I have here, I have the sales done in each of the location or some data that is given for each of the month. It could be an expense also or some kind of information that they are trying to give us. So location is continent wise Asia, Americas, Europe, and Saudina. These four locations are given, and then I have the data from Jan to June. I need to plot this data into the chart. It is very simple. I can go on to insert and select the chart that I want to. I can actually select the normal stack column chart also here. However, the best way, because it is talking about location, I would prefer using the area chart here, because we'll see how does the area chart look. Let's keep the cursor in the database and then go on to insert and look for the area chart in this list. You can actually go on to the recommended charts and it will give you the option to select your area chart in the recommended charts list. You can see that the first option is actually your cluster column, second is your line chart, the third is your stack column chart, and the fourth one is your area chart. So if you look at the line chart and the area chart, it looks exactly the same. The only difference that you can see here is actually the colors that is given below the lines, and that's the reason that shows a little different from the line chart. Now I select the line chart, it's giving me in different colors. I click on OK. Now why is it more useful as compared to the line chart? If you look at the line chart here, in the same, if I'm trying to insert a line chart with the same data, let's look what is the difference and how, which one is better. So I'm going to go back to the recommended chart, select the line chart and click on OK. And let's see the difference between the two here. You can see that the difference, it's exactly the same. The only difference where I can see is the line is entangled between each other, and it's very difficult to actually read the information here. But if you have selected the stack area chart, it is very, very simple, where it is trying to tell you the first part, which is the blue, is actually your Asia. So this is the small part where I can see that from Jan to Feb there has been a very small very small data or very minimal data that is available. From Feb it goes on increasing. In April it goes down again, and then May and June it is on the higher end. Then the next part that you can see is actually your Europe, sorry, Americas, which is in orange, and then your gray is in Europe and yellow is in Saudi. So if you look at the area charts, it's more simple to read this as compared to the line chart, because it is all entangled and it is very, very difficult for me to read this information in this kind of a chart. So I would prefer using a area chart and such kind of a data. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I would prefer a area chart where I have data for a location or a state or an area or a continent, anything where I need to actually show the difference or trend depending on the location. So this is how your area chart actually looks when you create that. It's very simple. Now you can format it by adding your chart title here, whichever is the right title for this. You can actually color the color of the data that you can see here by going on to the format and selecting the fill color option that you have here, and decide which color you want for which state or the location. Instead, if you don't want to do that, you can also go on to the chart design and select from this list, which you can see here, which chart or which design that suits best with your data or that you like to do that. If you want, you can add data labels, but with data labels in the area chart, it doesn't look very nice because area chart itself is so with colors and all, it becomes very difficult to read the labels in here. Now, here the data is very simple, so it can still be readable, but look at the first part where the Jan is. It's not possible to read that kind of a data. I would rather prefer to have a data table in an area chart, which gives me all the information below the chart, and it allows me to read the chart with the legends on the left hand side. So it gives me that option as well. So I can still remove this axis so that the area chart is available as it is, and you can read your data at the bottom. So it gives you a little bit on the trend as to what trend it is following. So this is about the area chart. Now let's move on to the next chart that we have on the list, which is a combo chart or a combination chart. What is a combination or a combo chart? As the name suggests, a combination chart is a chart that allows you to combine two or more chart types in a single data. So if I have to say that, let's look at one of the examples that I have here. I have the sales data, and that is divided into quarter wise, quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. But it is also divided as per the projected value and the actual value. So of course the projected and the actual has to be different because there was a target that was given to the sales team, and then depending on how much they were able to achieve, the actual sales will change. So here that I have the two different data, it's very, very important that I plot it into two different uh, charts so that it is very much visible to me that what is projected and what is actual, and I can accordingly read that data. Now, if I look at this, I can show the projected value in a bar chart or in a column chart, not the bar chart. Column chart would be the straight, the vertical one, and I can show my actuals in the line chart. So then it plots and gives me that here the bar gets over while the line shows me actually how much uh, sales was really done. What I'll do is I'll again select my data which I have here, go on to the insert tab, and under the recommended charts option, we will see which one suits the best. Now there are different options that you can see, the column chart, line chart and all, but there is no option here for your combination chart. While you can also use the cluster column chart, which gives you the data as to this is projected and this is actual. It would be better if inside the projected there is a line that tells me whether it is higher or lower. Let's see how that works. Okay, so I'm going to go back to insert. In the recommended charts, I can select that all charts option, which is the tab which is given here. Under the all charts option, the last option is the combo. Please be mindful that combo chart is only available in 2016 or higher version of Excel. The previous versions, you will not have that available. So then you will have to create a combo chart separately. I'll show you how. So just be mindful about that. So I'm going on to the combo, and once I select combo, I can see two options here on the right hand side. It says projected and annual. Now, under the projected, it will automatically pick the annual as a line chart, but you can decide which one you want in the bar chart or the cluster chart, and which one do you want it in the line chart. So you can decide in this box. So let's say I'm going to select and say that I want the projected in the area chart. That can also be done, but it doesn't look very nice, or it doesn't give the look and feel that we really want. So I would rather use the column chart, the simple column chart that I have. Once I have that, actually is automatically picked up as a line chart, but you can change it. If you want, you can keep this as a cluster column and this as a line chart, which is your projected as a line chart, while your actual as a column chart. Now, why is this useful? Why did I say this was useful? Because if you look at this, it is very, very simple to read this information, wherein I'm saying that this was my projected as a line, and the column that is showing that the projected was getting over at about 78, 79. I've actually been able to go above the target and able to do above 80, which is 81, 82. Let me change it because it is, I'll keep the projected as a column chart and my actual as a line chart, and click on OK. And here it goes with the data that you require. And I can add data labels so that it becomes even more helpful to view it. I will keep my data for the bar chart. I'll change the data label for the bar chart and put it inside end. So this looks a little better because I'm able to read what is projected and what is actual. So I now know that the blue one is the projected value, that is the bar is the column is the projected value, and the line that you can see is actually the actual value. So it is very, very simple to read that. I will also change the data labels for the line and keep it a little above the numbers, so it looks a little more better and readable. Also, in the line chart, I will try and change the format and try to show the shape. So you can see this. Now we'll try to show this marker, which you can, so it just is transparent. There is no color filled in that marker. So let's see how we can do that. I'll right click on this marker, click on the format data series, and go on to the first option, which is my fill and line. And instead of line, I'm going to select the marker. Under marker, I will say that I need the marker option. So I'll go to marker option and say built-in. And here I will decide the kind of marker that I want. Let's say I want a kind of rhombus kind of a thing where I'll select this. Size I can increase or decrease. And then I can say if I want a border or not. I can say I don't want a border. I can also select the color, the color under the fill option. Here it has automatically picked blue, but that's not the right color because your projected already has a blue color. So I'm going to pick up the orange color, which is line color as well. And once that is done, you will see that the marker color has also been added. So it looks even more better to look at as compared to what it was otherwise. Now you can add your chart title to make it look even better, and your data labels has already been added into this. So this is how you can actually create your combination chart. The combination chart does not need to be a bar chart and the line chart only. The combination chart can have multiple other charts wherein you can select the chart that best suits your kind of data. So if you decide to go on to the combination chart, these are all the options that are available. Of course, it does not have all the charts, but it will have the limited number of charts that you can select from. The best you can select is the column and the line. You can actually select the area chart with the line chart as well. So this is how you can create your line chart, your combo chart and the area chart. Hope you found this video useful. Keep watching for more of some advanced charts tutorials which will be useful when you are creating your dashboard. Thank you for watching.